Okay.
Trying to find, and then I'll find it, and then you know, like it. I can't do that right now.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay. Let's quickly look. Yeah, here. Yeah.
So if you go to Trello, let's take a look at one of the features that you've put on the backlog.
Okay, I'm here.
So if you look under in Sprint, you have a couple that have notifications for you.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is friends. So let's take a look at that one.
Okay.
These are the things you want. You want the users to be able to view my invited friends,
Mm-hmm.
view which of my invited friends gave me three free nights,
Mm-hmm.
send message to friends, poke. So what we need to do is a visual of what does this, because this is basically introducing community strategy into
Yeah.
really
Can I be honest? I think this should come after. I won't lie to you. So let's look here because we have to prioritize
so
what's
that
going.
stuff is mine. All of this stuff you're looking at in that backlog is my stuff. They
Okay,
are
these are my stuff.
I Yes.
Okay, bid and
So the
explain.
next one is view free nights, then the short let homes experience, then the trading platform. So
Uh,
the
Let me prioritize it quickly. So I know the trading platform right now, even if it's at its basic, is important to me.
Okay.
Then you can look at the exchange, which is easier to do. The exchange rate.
Exchange rate feature is basically trying to figure out
Yeah.
how we display the exchange rates that is in being used to calculate and explain. Given the fact that some people invested in different currencies,
Mhm.
so you want people to
Yeah,
understand.
take this iOS Android and put it down here. You know why?
Mm,
At this point it's even an initiative. Shake
yes,
because it's a big massive project which we can't
yes.
even. So let's just leave that there. So
Right.
these are the things that kind of when we say the short letter experience, what does it mean? Photos and videos sharing.
So it's part
On
of community.
no, no, that's part of the community. So this is so the social. Let's look at this. This is social media. So we want to put this under the theme social media. Yeah.
Mhm.
So let's just leave this here for now. So they're down here. So we'll come back to this. I think right now is the trading platform, the view finance. Um, what's this view free nights? View my friends free night. View all my friends. Only my friends. Oh, shy. All right. So bid on our next coin. That's also trading platform. So this here is a big job on its own. Sure, you understand? And
Mm.
they're all under the same. Um, they're all under the same theme, which you have different epics for, and then you then have to have the user stories for them. Okay, let me come on to the. Let's do one thing at a time. So the exchange rate thing is a back end thing, so don't need to worry about that, right? So
Well, yeah.
trading platform, I guess, is where we need to look at. Okay, so let me quickly close this down. Let me quickly close this down. All right, so um,
I'm so sorry. Before we get to the trading platform, there's one more that we need to specify under the specify column. Sorry.
yeah, where is it?
You know where we say blog, right? And we
Mm-hmm.
talked about that we need a blog under
Yes.
specify for Friday release.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now, Anton and I were having a discussion about this, and we discussed about how we have this funny architecture on CI whereby the blog is on a separate platform from the actual platform,
Mm-hmm.
but they are linked together some way, and it's not necessarily the best structure
Mm-hmm.
architecturally. So he's asking, are we going to do the same thing that we have on CI? Or are we going to have a separate, can we do it on WordPress whereby it's like on a separate subdomain? And we just went back and revisited the whole idea of why blog in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So one idea came up that look, we already have earned platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and the rest. And yes, you wanted to use Medium, but Medium has a constraint when it comes to marketing content.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we change the strategy whereby Medium is for our thought leadership. So you know when you are introducing the idea and you are pushing the envelope with your thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
articles related to that can sit on Medium.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of it can sit on Facebook and be shared across other platforms.
So
And then,
Facebook and Instagram.
yes. And then what will happen is you have a page on Shortlet Homes that displays our Instagram feed, displays some top posts from Facebook, displays some posts from Medium if possible, and it just becomes our our social content in one place on the website. So anybody that clicks can now go and engage, because another point that came up in the discussion was, how do we foster engagement? If people are sitting looking at an article on our website blog and they want to talk about it, they can't discuss with themselves or their
So
friends straight
how
away.
about we're informed by data, for example? How about we sit down and find out what people's most preferred medium is when it comes to digesting content? So are they more of a WhatsApp person? Are they more of an Instagram person? How, like, for example, these are what channels do you use for communication? And which ones do you, in order of priority, what channels do you use the most for communication?
Another question, key question for this is our end goal. You know that everything that we do with digital has to be tracked, measured, monitored,
Yeah.
and it's driven by goals.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are our content goals? When we're talking about why is it that we're even considering a blog in the first place? I know that we want to inform, but
Mm-hmm.
how important is engagement to us? How important is it that people are talking about our content and sharing it with their friends?
Mm.
What are our engagement goals around our content? So yeah, keeping people informed, pushing the envelope in terms of thought leadership, those ones I think the obvious. um
Which I can see Medium being beneficial for. So rather
yeah.
than build, acquire in that respect.
Mm.
But if you think about the things like our next webinar is this is the summary of our last webinar, register for this webinar. Will Medium allow us to do that, or do we need our
No,
land for that?
so basically we're gonna need our Facebook and Instagram for such, because first of all, and our Telegram, because first of all, you want to reach as many people as you can with certain types of information. Medium is very funny about marketing, and they have very, very strict guidelines, so you want to stay clear of anything to do with marketing there. You want to push and promote thoughts and thought leadership, and um adding to the body of knowledge in Medium, through Medium. Yeah,
Now, can we put our link at the end of it? Can we still at least drive traffic back to us?
I will confirm.
Because then in that case we can fully integrate the Medium in the Medium blog, because Medium has its own blog, whereby as we are updating on Medium, is
Yes.
automatically updating on our site. So Medium API for blog, for example. Okay, Medium blog API. So
Okay,
that
so
is exactly
let me confirm what their rules are, because they were not necessarily as clear as I would have liked.
so we actually need to understand basically what our objectives are and how
Mhm.
Medium can help us achieve those objectives. And those objectives driven by what the kind of content our end users actually want. So once
Mm.
again, it's bringing me back to data. So what exactly do our customers, like for example, we're going to be creating content on Medium. What exactly do they want? What kind of information do they want to digest?
Mm.
So there is informing, and then there is updating, and then there is advertising, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Marketing. So if we look at those three things, when it you getting updates on what we are doing, what's the best channel that would work for you? When it comes to you getting informed and being educated about real estate and this kind of stuff like that, what medium will work for you? Do you get my point? So it's really, really sitting down and identifying what our customers prefer and then building specifically for them, because we don't want to waste our time building something only to realize that only 1% of our customers are interested in that particular area. For example, we might find out that everybody is just happy receiving information on Instagram or receiving information on WhatsApp or receiving information on Telegram. So though that's kind of where I'm thinking, but I also know that we want to drive traffic to our landing page as well. So if we create Medium content, which is integrated into the platform, it educates Peter. They can share, because also the business is built. One of the part of our growth hacking strategy is that we focus on using referrals to drive the growth of the business. So the
Mm.
question now is, if you look at what Hotmail did, Hotmail realized that traditional marketing wasn't working for them. So what they did was that they made sure that anybody who's creating emails, once he sends that email, below the email there will be like a tagline that says, "P.S. We love you. Why don't you create your own free email as well?" And before
Yeah.
you create, millions of people, 1.5 million people have created emails in one. Sorry, 15 million people have created. I think it's 15 million or 12 million have created emails in 1.5 years, half in a year and a half. So how? So that's basically giving people stuff that they are happy to share because they don't even realize they're sharing it. But at the same time, the end user reading it and saying, "Oh, actually, I want this as well." So that is
Exactly.
what we're looking at. That kind of strategy kind of works well for us.
I have an answer about Medium, by the way. It says member stories should not exist with the predominant purpose of driving traffic to an external website, business, or product. And so basically, it frowns on advertising. And then there's also some rules around things that are related to cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency accounts or related, which basically you have to include a link to the active project domain and use a verified address from that domain as the Medium account. So short like Holmes talking about Annex Coin. If we're talking about Annex Coin,
share your screen.
sorry, okay. So can you see my screen? So here, cryptocurrency accounts, post and publications. Posts and accounts that focus on cryptocurrencies which do not meet the following requirements may be considered spam and subject to suspension depending on context.
So we just need to meet their guidelines in regards to that.
Yes, but you see, I am a bit cautious because you don't necessarily, like, they perceive what they want to perceive. They don't give you a chance. Remember what happened to our career insights?
Yeah, they just shut it down without even bothering.
Exactly. So there's no back and forth. There's no, it is based on their perception of you and what you have out there.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, can we just shut it out now and focus on our own content?
Yes.
So focus on our own blog. I mean, we don't really have to build a blog from scratch. The APIs are available. You can use WordPress. You can use whatever to create a blog. So the question is the simplicity of that blog and the content that goes on it. I think that's really the key thing there. Does LinkedIn have a blog?
No, I just wanted to show you. There's a post that you put on LinkedIn that I said that is my example of thought leadership. I guess I should probably just look for you.
I can't even remember my posts.
But those are the kind of, like, because when I say thought leadership, there's no marketing in there.
A title to partner at Digital Marketing Institute as well.
All right, I will do that.
Yeah.
I will do that. I even needed to talk to you because I want to take their training. Their trainer exam. I don't know if they've got me on the list. Okay, so where are your posts? Articles and activity.
Yeah.
See all articles. So some of them could just go on because some of them just provoke thought and make you think. Really, like if I go to posts, to all recruitment with zero advertising, 38% of the already booked, just in time for the 7 days later. This is the one where you actually showed the initial idea. So you were sketching out. Now we go to the next phase. Short-Leg Homes is live. Before it went live even, I want to invest, and then there was like we switched on the lights, digitizing home, this one, I think. Sync.
All right, so kind of informative.
Informing, pushing the thought and making you think, oh, so things that are innovation posts, things that show, yes, so things like that can sit on there to be able to, so the goal of being on Medium is contribute to thought leadership, push the envelope, establish yourself as an innovator, and let people recognize you as an innovator.
So that will then attracts traffic from that side back to us.
Yeah, because truly anybody that I read an interesting article about, I will go and look them up. Whether or not they've linked their website or whatever. Do you understand? I will go, yes, this is it. With the initial sketch showing your initial idea. There's so many, these are the nature of posts that you find on Medium.
All right, so we still need that because
Yeah.
that helps us to tap into that audience, which
Yes.
is good, and that is the attract side of things, which will work
Yes.
well for us. Okay, so that's good and enables you to get free traffic. Okay, good, and that can be integrated into our site as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's one. Then you then have the fact that we actually still need our own blog where we can put our own content on.
Okay, so that's the question that Anton and I were battling with. Why do we need our own blog, as in blog? Why is using Facebook as like the, should I say, the content manager for our blog? Why is it? Oh my God, what?
Is that you?
No.
Exposed. Someone has exposed you. Yeah. So the key thing now is your target audience. How many of them are on Facebook? In fact, let me see this page because I've not been able to keep an eye on it.
It's like I can share stuff that I put on Facebook anywhere and get them to come, and it's an excuse for them to want to follow me and hear more from me on
Yeah.
Facebook.
But then also another issue is tell me that please don't tell me that there's zero content shared on there.
No, there isn't.
So the last time
But
content was shared was 7th of
January.
no,
That's
go down, go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. 20 hours ago. Wait. Yesterday. Okay, so you see.
okay. Yesterday.
That's if not, voila, there. All right. Okay, so in that case, so we have a. Is there any form of engagement there as well? That's important. Now, and then how many followers? How are we doing in regards to getting people to engage with us on there? You see that? How many followers do we have there? Or does it tell you?
No.
Go to home. Go to home. You're on that post. Go to home. Okay, good. So you have 49 people like this, 52 people following. Okay, good. So now one thing that we probably need to now start looking at is the insights from that. Did you get my point? And then looking at how people are engaging on there. Then looking at our target audience, who's responding. So let's go back. Did you see that link I sent you in terms of how you can get people to, if you want to get an invitation, how you can get an invitation? That, in fact, that's the one that matters to me the most. Go back. Let me come back. Let me take over the screen.
All right.
What is that initiation queue, Abby?
Initiative queue.
Initiative queue. That's like one thing I know because yeah. So that's it. All right. So I like what they've done. Okay. So join initiative queue by invite only. Wait. Where is that one? Oh, do you delete my what do you call it? Do you delete my task?
No, I deleted some that were duplicates that we had already done.
Okay, so where's my get invite? Because I know I put it here.
Yeah, but we've done it though. It's moved on that to that's it in QA.
How did you do it? When did you do it?
Is it not the pop-up? Look at, can you see get invited? Close this one. Can you see get invited pop-up? You put it on Skype for us as well. Do you remember? Go down. Down, that one. Is that not it?
Yes, you've implemented this.
Yes.
Is in dev, Abby?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, we even did this one on live before we sorted out there.
Okay, well, where is it?
Go back. You just click that button, reserve my free stay. This is dev. I don't know if you did it in dev because we did it in live.
Oh, all right. Okay. Oh, okay. So joining Shortlet Homes. Joining Shortlet Home is by invite only. Here are two simple ways to get invited. One, go to Shortlet Homes Facebook, Twitter, Instagram page and see which of your friends already follow Shortlet Homes. They may already be registered. Submit a post on a social media asking. So you post on which social media?
Look at it down now. There are two buttons down.
Okay, asking friends if one of them can invite you. But then, hold on a second. If I do that.
Oh, Anton. Use correct meta image for invite link. That's what I asked him to do.
So this is not good. There's already a bug here. So that is it in QA?
No, it should be in QA though.
All right, so you need to quality assure it to make sure it's okay first before we carry on. Yeah, so that's important. Okay, so that's good. And then what then happens from there? I'll tweet. But then how
So
does that work?
sorry.
How does that work? How does that actually drive? As in, what's the effectiveness of that? I mean, is one thing to copy what these people have done, but another thing is to is
Sorry, please, can you just quickly show him?
or does this go to our page? That's another thing. So come over here. Where's this should link to our page? This will link to our page. This should link to our page. So this should be linkable.
Anton.
Okay.
See, those should be linkable. But the other thing is, you made a mistake. Can you try post again, please, KJ? Post. Okay. So there was a message I said use current meta image that we use for our invite link. Use that image of the house for this post. But you put my message in here.
Oh, sorry, please.
Yeah, and there is no image, there is no meta image, no meta title. Come on, Anton.
Because it's for home page. I just tell me what page to share, and I'll set
invite. Oh no, you can't share invite.
I can't send invite. Yes.
All right. So home, but wait, is this the meta title for homepage?
Yes.
Oh, come on, Anton. All right, I'll update this for you on Monday. Yeah. Should update it. I'll update it for you today later. I'll send you the meta title, meta image, and everything. Okay.
Yes, please. Yeah,
for page. Yeah, because this is wrong. Yeah. Okay. So that's fine. Okay, I found it. So we need to come and policy assure the things you put in the way. And this links to our Facebook page.
Yes, I got you.
Good. Okay. All right. So that's what. So now let's look at it. Does it work? Does it actually work?
Whereby people, well, we copied it, so we don't know. We have to.
No, so that's another thing as well. We copied it, but at the same time, we have to actually test to make sure it works for us rather than just copying it. So go to Shortlet Homes Facebook, Twitter, Instagram pages. See see which of your friends already follow Shortlet Homes. Isn't that too tasking?
I think so. That was why but then again, the people that will see this are mostly people who just stumble here by themselves. Don't forget.
Shouldn't we allow them to actually post on our Facebook page and ask for a link, and also be able to post it on their page? Do you understand?
Well, that defeats the whole purpose of it being about people knowing people, because if they are able to get the link by asking us directly, then why don't we just put it there on the site, let them sign up?
I need to look at the logic. I need to come back and look at the logic of this properly. So if you don't mind, I'm going to move this back to I'm going to move this back to in Sprint. Yeah. I'll look at it properly. So these are the two. All right. So other things have been done. Payment option, remove okay, that's okay. All right. So yeah. So there's a lot of thinking around the blogging. There's a lot of thinking around the basically content strategy, and in terms of the landing pages and stuff like that. And I want it to be data driven 100%. So I don't want to just come up with what I think is a great idea. Growth hacking is key for us, so we should look at it from the customer's point of view, look at what the data is telling us in that respect.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a lot of brainstorming required. All right, so I'll look at first of all the kind of data I need. So and then we'll take it from there. There's a lot, because we want to just remember how we did the last one. We got it right. We were successful. That's basically what it is. We don't need to rush. You know what I mean?
I agree. I completely agree. I think these things should be well thought out with as much information and data driving it as possible.
Yeah.
So that we get it right first time.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so let's look at the Anton. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so what is the logic that we're looking at now? What is the logic we're looking at?
Right now we're working with annex points.
No, forget about that. You're talking about the friends, yes?
Yeah, we're talking about the friends, but we didn't. We
So,
said okay. The final decision on the blog is we have to get data first before we decide, right?
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but for that one, I actually already know. So we have Peter. Yeah. So basically, what if you look at the way the dashboard works? Yeah. I guess you should have a situation where it shows you friends, just like another tab. It shows you friends, and then
Mm-hmm.
you then have maybe by default the profile pictures like that. Yeah. And then
Mm-hmm.
you can maybe have a more button to actually see more of your friends. That's why I'm saying that we don't need to we don't need we may not need design work for this. It might be just more using what we already have. Now when you now click on a friend, so when you now click expand on it, yeah, it will now show you all of your friends, for example. And then when you click on a friend, I guess what it can show you is now that friend, that's where access rights become privacy and access rights become important.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, if I have agreed for you to see how many free nights I have, it will show you your friend Tom, and Tom has maybe 10 free nights. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then there will be a call to action. Yeah. So maybe 10 free nights, and then maybe you don't want to see his annex coin. If you want you to see his annex coin, maybe 5 annex coins. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 8 annex points. But then the question is, what we're looking for is the ability for them to engage. So do I need your annex points? I don't really need your annex points, do I? No, you don't.
Mm,
I don't need your annex points.
and
What?
again, it depends on the goal. What
Yeah.
is your end goal? If your goal is to inspire me to push, like remember with gamification, the goal is always to try and create a feeling of
Mhm.
competition.
Yeah. So, but then give them the point, give them the ability to be able to decide if they want people to see it or not.
Yes.
Okay, so basically, what am I trying to say here? What leads to engagement among friends? Well, first of all, if you have 10 free nights, I would like to use your free nights, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm making sense. So what is it? What is it? Make a request. Is it make a request? What's the call to action here?
Why should I work for free nights and make somebody else able to use
No, no,
it?
no, no, no. It's not make. You sell it. So buy. Sorry, buy. So you can buy your friends free nights, isn't it? If you don't have any free nights, you can buy your friends free nights, right?
Well, then you might as well just pay for the room if you're going to buy a free night.
He might be able to give it to you at a cheaper price. Is his free night?
His free night is worth £98, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why will he sell it for cheaper?
True. But what if there are no bookings available on the platform, but he has free nights and he has bookings?
So I made a booking with my free night for
Mm-hmm.
a date that you want.
Mm-hmm.
You want my date. You
Yes.
want to use the property for my date.
Yeah.
So I can sell it to you.
Exactly. So I guess it's not free nights we're looking at. Or well, we can show you how many free nights the person has, and many of those free nights are booked. Okay. So this could now be he has 10 free nights, he has 5 booked nights, and then over here you can buy it. Okay, so over here you can buy his booked night from him. He has um he has maybe 10 he has maybe 10 annex coins, and then maybe available to sell available to sell 5 annex coins. Yeah, but in total he has 10 annex coins, and he can decide that you shouldn't see how many annex coins he has. So that's an option. So you could then also buy his annex coins. Does it make sense? So you can see all of your friends, and you can see which of your friends have book nights they have available to sell, and you can see which of your friends have annex coins available to sell. So in reality, I don't think it's your business to know how many free nights they have, and it's not your business to know how many annex coins they have. It's just for you to be able to see which of your friends. So is it for you? So what we're looking at now is if we do it like this, so if you show me Tom, and then you can show if you have Tom, then you have 5 booked nights, yeah, and then you can buy his booked night because basically there are no free nights available, and then you have and they have to be free nights that he's booked, and then you then have what's the other one? What's the other one? Annex coins. Buy, and then you then have maybe 10 annex coins that is available is has available to sell. So if you think about it from that perspective, then it is useful. Then I guess there should be there should be something that says message, so that there's a message going between them. They can message each other. I don't know if that makes any sense. Yeah. Now, do we build a messaging platform, or do we just integrate Telegram straight away, API, so that they can message each other via Telegram, saving us having to build that functionality? So build rather than acquire rather than build. Anton, can you come in on that?
Yep. Sorry, I miss you.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that instead of us building a messaging platform, do we just integrate Telegram into that?
Integration is definitely better.
Integration is better. Depends what you want to do.
Just messaging between them. They all have Telegram, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
We could create some group or whatever, or just embed web version of Telegram on our site and forget about everything.
And they communicate with each other, right?
Yep.
Yeah, job done. And then if it's mobile, if it's a mobile app, I guess when they click on that, it will just take them to the Telegram app, isn't it? Anton?
Yes.
Okay, so that's that. So I think that's what I'm talking about in terms of here. So when you see your friends, you're able to see what you're able to message them, you're able to buy their book nights, you're able to buy their annex coins. So that's why I said I don't think you need too much design work in that respect. It's more the logic side of it, but we just need to think about it properly and probably even throw questions to people about what they would like to do with it, which is very important. Now, if you look over here, I want to view my friends' free nights. I guess that's not really, available free night, because like you said, you can't really do anything with somebody's free nights if it's not booked, right? So these are all the things. So you can buy a booked free night. So I think that's really what we want to do. So we're not going to stress ourselves there. That's why this needs to be fleshed out a bit more. I don't think we should even put it in sprint because I've not fleshed it out properly. It should still be in the product backlog because it's still not fleshed out properly as a user story. So if you don't mind, just do me a favor. I'm sorry. Until I've gotten this right, I'm just gonna put this here. Yeah.
So it's not a problem. I rather we get it right. So that's more important to me.
Few free nights. Everyone can see my free nights. So that's that there. So that's okay. So because it's not fleshed out yet. View my friends. Okay, look at this one. View my invited friends. So all your friends that you invited, obviously, view number of friends that you have for tonight. Send message to friend. Poke to make an offer. Basically, that's the buy or sell. So you can also even sell. You can even contact a friend and say, "Do you want to buy my annex coins?" Accept offer. View investors and buyers. That's another thing as well. Do we have the ability to view investors and buyers? So basically, who are the people who are looking to buy right now? Because right now we have 10 sellers and we have 136 buyers. That would be really good if we have that opportunity. And that is where this trading platform thing really comes into place, whereby you can basically identify the buyers and the sellers, make an offer, agree it, and then basically allow for that transaction to go through. Now we can do the most basic side of it, which is connect them together and then they exchange money between each other, I'm trying to figure out how we'll sort that out before we actually implement the payment gateway. They're just stuff that we can sort out. So for me, I guess the core area is the ability to get invites. So that invitation thing is very important. And then also the annex points is very important. But this other area, we need to take our time and build it properly. So I'm going to take the trading platform and put it back here as well until I flesh it out a bit more. Bid on annex coin, put it back here until I get it right a bit more. The shortlet homes experience, what's that one? Photos, sharing, annex points. Okay, so this is part of social media that we're doing. So put that over here. This is the key area that I want to really flesh out a bit more. So those are the key focus areas for me. Okay?
Okay.
So I can come and update these.
Yeah. So we have helpful content under specified for Friday release. I saw it there, but I don't really know. I just guessed under specified for Friday release, the last one. I just made a guess that it's to do with creating how-to content to put under the flag.
It's just helpful content. It's a FAQ. So it's just additional FAQ. Okay, so that's fine. All right, let's come back here. Since this is now in sprint, I can now think properly on this. Go to show. Okay, so let's just think about this properly. Let's just have a look at what these guys have here and figure out what works for us. So our we're not capitalizing too much on. We actually have more people on Instagram, or than we have on Facebook, and that's something to think about. Is the Facebook buzz fine? Because we don't want to spend too much time doing that as well.
Well, the good thing with Facebook is that if you post on Facebook, you can also post on Instagram, right?
I guess.
The thing is, for me, it's an opportunity to also have more traffic on Facebook alongside. I hear you, whereby more people are on Instagram. But if you have the same content going on the two platforms at the same time, you do not lose your Instagram audience.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about the ability, the sharing trick, the sharing factor, the ability to have that potential viral free marketing. If people are not actually using Facebook, then it doesn't even make a difference. Now the question is, if it's Instagram they're using, how can we capitalize on Instagram a lot more? If it's Twitter they're using, so we actually need to know first of all, because based on the current information we actually have a lot more followers on Instagram than we have on Facebook. I don't even know how many we have on Twitter.
Okay.
My point, because it's all down to our target audience. Once again, it's starting with them. So Twitter, if you go and look at them, because if they're not on there, because you're looking for lookalikes, you're looking for more people that look like them. And the only way you're going to get more people that look like them is look at that. Only 18 following on Twitter. I need to get rid of this social media guy. He's crap. Okay, so there's very little engagement on Twitter right now. So it just doesn't make 259 tweets, and when the guy throws a tweet, no form of engagement. He just posts for the sake of posting. There's no thought pattern to the process, nothing, it's just pure bullshit. All right, so let's we need to really come back and look at our social media strategy based on our existing customers, because if you can engage with them via social and they start to connect with you via social, then you now start to connect to their social graph, so they're their own friends as well. So that's kind of what we need to look at. We need to have a clear strategy for that, because I know we don't have one yet. Yeah. So it's all going back to, we have to start with the data. We're back at the data. The data has to inform us before we start doing anything else. Yeah? Okay. All right. So that makes sense. Let's get the most important things up and running first, and then we'll come back to this. I can't do anything without the data.
All right, cool. Let's clear out the others that we have and fix any issues, all the issues with any issues that we encounter first, and then come back to that.
Okay, good. All right. So now that's fine. We'll catch up soon. Yeah.
All right, boss.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye.